Welcome to the New Rugged Order Podcast, exclusively on the Hard Knock Digital Culture channel. Now give it up to your host, people, MM2K.
What is up, people? What is up, people? What is up, people? It is your boy MM2K of PNTS Network. No. Geeks, Hard Knock Digital Culture, and Cloud Dosage. It's hard. I've been saying PNTS Network for so many years. No more PNTS Network. It's all Geeks, Cloud Dosage, Hard Knock Digital Culture. And we're back again with another NROPodcast. This is NROPodcast episode 46. Where we're going to be talking about the Xbox Developer Direct, 2023 NPD totals, and we're going to be talking about, or we're going to be asking the question, is subscription gaming starting to plateau or has it already hit its peak? But with no further ado, let me introduce the illustrious cast. Let me start off with a regular here. He is the one, the only, the grumpy, Cold Blood Sensei. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Trash. Everything is trash.
Phooey.
I'm good.
Okay, good, brother. Hell of a show yesterday, right?
Just a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Yeah, definitely. Well, me and you, the two grumps on the log were disappointed. But to help give you a palate cleanser this week, so you ain't got to deal with all this fooey. We have our good friend, my brother from another mother, Lo-Fi Monk. What's going on, Lo-Fi? How you doing today, man?
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
Good. Hey, Lo-Fi, before I ask you about your gaming week, I noticed how you got your name to show in the Discord, but me and Cold Bloods is abbreviated. You got to give us your technical wizardry and show us how you did that. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Cold Bloods been trying to do that for like the last 2 weeks. We've been stumped. So
yeah, we'll look into that.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. It's just something that just happened on Discord. But regardless of that, forget about us. How have you been doing, man?
Oh man, I've been doing good, bro. Like I said earlier, I'm just trying to stay warm right now in these colder months, but other than that, things are going great.
Good. Yeah, I've been shoveling some snow, a whole bunch of snowstorms and stuff like that. It's been happening here. It's crazy, bruh, really crazy. But hopefully I will be done shoveling next week. It's like in the single digits where I'm at right now, and then supposedly it's going to go up to 40. So that's what I need. All right. All right. With that said, everybody, thank you for joining us this week. We got a hell of a show lined up for you. As a matter of fact, here's what I need to do. I need to go to the Geeks Discord, and I need to go to our announcements, and I need to put that in the friendly reminder. We need to put this in the show announcements live. There we go. All right. So, some great topics this week. But before we get into those topics, let's start off with what we've been gaming on this week, or what we've been playing. So we'll start with you, Cold Blood. What you been playing this week?
Not much, really. Just Octopath Traveler 2.
Oh, okay.
And I finally platinumed Dragon's Dogma.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, well, you can ignore the Remnant 2 that you've been playing with me, but that's all right. I see it's screw MM2K.
Yeah, but everybody who follows us knows that by now that we're playing that game, right?
Well, okay. All right. Don't care about me, whatever. Lo-Fi, what you been playing this week, or have you gotten any gaming in this week?
Yeah, man, I've been kind of like going through the GTA 5 story with wife. We've been just passing the controller back and forth and going through that. I've been gaming, so I've been kind of just casually playing.
Now, you do sound a little bit low on my end, but you know what? I think I'm going to fix that. Something must have just happened with me. Hold on. Okay, but continue. Go ahead, Lo-Fi.
Yeah, like I was saying, I was just been playing a little GTA 5 casually, hanging out with the wife, getting through that storyline. Other than that, I hadn't really played much else. Haven't done much since the holidays.
Cool. Okay. Now you sound a lot. You're louder. I love Discord for that. Oh, that's cool, man. Good. I've been playing Remnant 2 by myself, doing every damn thing by myself because Cold Blood didn't want to. No, I'm just joking. Those are some great streams, man. I know it's on a new channel, MM2K Gaming Streams. I know that's new, but you guys are missing out on some great stuff. And we got some GFN codes. If people join us for the live stream, like shout out to Sean the Gamer. Sean has given us a whole shitload of like GFN or Steam codes and shit. I guess you motherfuckers don't want them, but if you show up, you might get a code during the stream. So I just want to put that out there. Don't forget that while you're joining, before we do the official release, we got like over 40 Xbox codes, and I got a decent amount of like other game codes for like Steam and games that can be played on GFN. I think out of all the PC game codes that I have, only like one of them isn't on GFN. So, all right. With that said, it's time to pay the bills. Let me just do this real quick, and then we're going to get into these topics. I don't want to spend all day in the intro. Okay. Well, that's not going to work because, hold on, let me fix this. Let me fix this, man. Because something is wrong with our chat function, and it's got the web looking all crazy. Which chat? There we go. That's our website, y'all. This is currently, it is branded as PNTS Network, but me, Lo-Fi, and some other people, we're going to be working to change all this. You can come catch all of our content, though. You can see all of our content from geeks that is created on the Geeks channels or stuff from Geeks members. You can come check out the members content too, right? And there's pages up here now. We got to get Cold-Blooded page up here. And lastly, now there is a Geeks tab. So if you click on Geeks on the PNTS Network site, it'll take you to the Geeks page that talks a little bit about what we're doing and gives you some of our content and all that great stuff. So definitely come and check us out, man. You'll have a wonderful time, man. All right. With that said, enough with that. Let's talk about topic number 1, which is the Xbox Developers Showcase. All right. Let me get this link up here so I don't get myself too confused. Put it up here. Okay. So Xbox's 2024 Developer Direct Showcase took place on January 18th, 2024 at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The showcase featured news and announcements about several projects, including Avowed, Hellblade to Indiana Jones, The Great Circle, and more. Afterwards, it was announced that Hellblade 2 would be a $50 release and be digital only. Indiana Jones, mainly as well as the Direct altogether, seemed to be positively received across the board. However, HNDC, Hard Knock Digital Culture, that is a sub-platform of Geeks. Hard Knock Digital Culture, which is comprised of me and Cold Blood. The two of us scored it a 6 out of 10. So with that said, let me put up our questions. And I'm going to start with Cold Blood. And then we're going to use Lo-Fi as a palate cleanser because Cold Blood, he's got nothing but negative stuff to say. So we'll get all this negative stuff out of here. But we're going to start with Cold Blood. Cold Blood, overall, what were your thoughts about the Developer Direct? And talk, if you can walk us through what you thought was the best and the worst of the show and talking about what you thought about it overall.
Okay. Let's go game by game then.
Okay.
First they showed Avowed.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck happened? That was my first question when I saw it, because did you see the CGI trailer?
Yeah.
When they showed it?
Yep.
I thought the whole game is gonna look like that.
Mm-hmm.
What we see right now is it can be barely described as a PS4 game or Xbox One game. I don't know, bro. I don't like it. I don't like the visual aesthetics of it at all. The combat looks stiff. It doesn't have no impact at all. It's crazy. It looks like fucking Hogwarts Legacy combat, but worse. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, right now, as it stands, it would get a 7 maximum because
7
I like
maximum.
fantasy RPGs, and at least the dialogue options and everything is in this game, so that's already a plus for me.
Okay.
Yeah, but what can they do better? Definitely the graphics. Those have to be improved by release, in my opinion. The combat, they should look at it because it just doesn't look right yet. It looks like an alpha, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What did they show next?
They show
Hellblade, right?
Yep.
Not enough shown.
Yeah.
They should have had a 10-minute gameplay trailer, and then talk your bullshit about how great what's the country they were in? Ireland?
Was it Iceland? Was it Iceland?
Iceland, yeah.
Yeah.
You can talk about that shit after you show us the game. You showed us just snippets of it. I mean, those snippets look good, but that is not enough. And it's coming out very soon, so why can't you show us at least 10 minutes of it? What are you hiding? That's what I'm thinking now. What are you hiding? Because I can explain it in no other way than they just hide it because it is going to be exactly like part 1 and all the bullshit they said, or the combat is so much different this time. It's just lies.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
it doesn't even look like the graphics are all the way there. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's
no, the graphics. I didn't even had a problem with the graphics. The graphics look good.
Not to me. They don't. I don't think any of it that I've seen really looks good.
From Hellblade?
I mean, there's been little vertical slices, but then there's other stuff they were just like putting on screen that I was like, this isn't. Like, all of it seemed, like I said.
You mean where she just walks on empty terrain?
I don't know. It might just be a graphics thing on all the games they showed me. Look.
Yeah, but I'm going game by game, and I'm talking about Hellblade right now, Lo-Fi. Yes,
So,
the
as
graphics. No, the graphics look shit on all of them. Yes, you're absolutely right. They all look shit in comparison to other companies that make games right now. Absolutely, you're right. Yes, Xbox is fucking 1 gen behind at least when it comes to graphical fidelity. But no, I'm talking about Hellblade right now, and I'm just thinking they're hiding something because they didn't show enough.
You don't think the mechanics are fully baked? I mean, they still got time.
Yes, but is there a lot of time till May? Not really.
Yeah.
How much can you change in that time?
Well, even if they have a lot of time, like, we know that there's times where they've been released. They're just like, fuck it, and release the game anyway.
Yeah, I love that you have Redfall. No, I love it that you have Redfall here, Moss. It's always the best. It's always at the best times.
At the perfect time.
Look at this shit. This is the game that came out like, fuck it.
I don't want Hellblade to do that. I don't want it to be like a new Redfall. I really don't want that for that game. That was a cool game.
Yeah. Well, Hellblade. Like I said, I'm gonna play it. because I got Game Pass. But
I think it looked great on the facial expression and stuff that they do.
yeah. The animations I can't complain at all. Those look great. For me, it's just what does that make it different from part 1?
Well, what's this thing about the $50? That's the price?
Because they want to make it only digital, right? They don't make no physical edition of it.
So
and it probably didn't,
or is it $50 because it's gonna be a lump of coal?
Well, I don't know. We'll see on release.
You almost made me spit my drink on my keyboard with that one. Yeah, that's a good question. That's why.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
Can I please just finish first and then we'll talk about it?
Yeah.
Is it possible?
Go ahead,
Okay,
Mr. Grumpy.
thanks.
No, I'm just joking.
What came next? Was it this Ara shit?
Yeah, the aura. Yeah.
I got only one thing to say. Never show that shit again. Please. Nobody cares. It's a fucking PC exclusive RTS game.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck gives a shit? Nobody. Oh no. Oh, I get pissed off when I just see this fucking game.
They need to do Windows gaming direct.
This shit alone put the score for me down at least 1.5. At least. Just because they showed this fucking game and wasted everybody's time.
But here's the thing. I honestly, I was like, that's probably the best thing they showed.
Oh my god, Lo-Fi.
Other than Hellblade. Hellblade, of course, is number one. It's in a league of its own.
Please, no.
Okay.
Don't do this. Don't
if you take Hellblade out, if you take Hellblade out of the list, what was your second? What's the second?
No. What is second?
Well, you gotta think.
Like for me, Hellblade was probably the best thing there. Like, what would you say was second to
Well, I already told you. It's Hellblade, Avowed. Maybe
Avowed is better.
Yes, absolutely. I'd rather play that dog shit before I play that garbage. Fucking Ara.
Avowed doesn't. I think Avowed's gonna be the one that like really shits the bed. Like I think it's gonna be
no.
That's not fully.
Lo-Fi, look. It's how do I say it? Maybe as a PC gamer for you, it's more interesting, sure. But the dudes that watch that shit aren't PC gamers. Those are fucking console gamers.
I don't think Avowed's gonna come out. I think it's gonna be that game. It's gonna be the Redfall out of all of them.
It might, yes, sure, but even that Redfall I'd rather play than the other Redfall that is fucking Ara.
I give you that. But
you could not give me money to play this game. I'm sorry, no. It ain't happening.
What are your thoughts on Indiana Jones?
I was about to say that, but then you came with your no. Ara is great, so relax.
Saying, I think it's gonna be better than
I'm almost there, bro. I'm almost there.
Go.
I just say, don't show it in a showcase like this, please. have it in the fucking sizzle reel for Game Pass.
Yeah, I feel that.
At least then it's not wasting your time when you actually want to watch good games on these showcases that are for everybody, not just for the PC dudes. They did it with Age of Empires, and everybody went batshit crazy back then because that shit was exclusive to PC, and they had it in a fucking Xbox showcase.
That's what. Yeah, you got a good point, especially since it's exclusive to PC. Like, I don't know.
I mean, who's the target audience? The PC Game Pass players? I don't even think they are that interested in it.
Yeah, that lineup's kind of.
No. Okay, now the big boy, the very big boy, right, Moss?
Yeah.
Indiana fucking Jones.
Mm-hmm.
How do I say it?
Are you an indie fan?
No, not really. But I was interested before they showed it, for sure. But after they showed it, I'm like, nah, buddy. You already fucked up with the camera view. Like, how the fuck do you make a first-person game where you show indie in those when you climb ladders or something, yeah, or swing somewhere? How the fuck do you show that and it looks horrible? It looks like a fucking what's it called? Like a Unity engine game. I'm serious. Those animations are fucking bad, bro. Like, no, you if you make an indie game, make it third person. Show us indie. Not show us his fucking hands. We don't give a fuck about that. Yeah. The graphics of this game are also just embarrassing. Like I already said yesterday, we are in 2024, bro. We're not in fucking 2013.
Yeah, this shit's in 4K now, right?
It shits in 4K. Yes, yes. I mean, no. Bots are hyping it up like it's the next big thing, but no.
Okay.
Yeah, you're setting yourself up again. For another, this is the next game of generation bullshit. Nah. Stop. Don't do it.
Yeah.
This does not look anything like a fucking game of the generation.
Yeah.
It's a great Game Pass game. Yeah. Sure, for $15 a month. But not a full AAA title. No. It doesn't look like one. Okay. Or am I the only one here?
I'm gonna pass it on to Lo-Fi. Lo-Fi, what do you can respond to Cold Blooded and just give your whole thoughts on the show case.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, well, like I'm with you on they shouldn't have had R in there because not only is it just PC exclusive, it honestly could be a complete miss. It could be a hit, but it could be a miss. The other game, overall, graphically, I don't feel like the games are up to par. Even though I do think Hellblade's going to be a hell of a game. $50, that sounds cool. I think that's how it should be for everything that's digital, whether it's a big seller or not. And then the Indiana Jones thing, it's like that mostly just appeals to Indiana Jones fans. I mean, I'm sure there's people outside of that circle that'll want to play it, but it's not that big a deal to me. I don't know, but just getting to where he was like talking about the game of this generation is like, that's the overall thing here is like, I'm not seeing anybody that's like really I don't see Xbox leading the way here. They're more like, it's more like they're trying to keep up, and it's not a good sign. But like maybe this generation of gaming's already hit its peak, like you were saying, or I don't know. It might be time to move on to a new console, is what I think.
For whom? For whom did it peak?
No, I think it's just it's time for a bulky. They need a new console. It's old.
I absolutely disagree with you on that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's old, man.
No.
How long has it been out?
Dude, they did not even bring one game out yet that actually uses these fucking consoles. And you want already another generation, bro?
You think?
Yes.
You don't think the consoles are being used to their full potential?
Not even close.
I think it's.
I mean, Sony is probably the closest right now, but still, no. They have at least another 3 to 4 years to go. Nah, they did not even get even 80% of the PS5. I think.
Yeah, but then like think about the games that are on that you're gonna be like leaving left exclusive to like a 4090. Like there's gonna be games out there that are really pushing like past what consoles are doing.
Hey, but that is a PC problem if those games don't work on anything but a 4090. That is something the developers have to take care of, not the consoles. The consoles, that they are the baseline, yeah. So if your graphics card is worse than a fucking console, then you can say you're a PC master race. I'm sorry, and you have no right to complain if those games don't run on your system.
Well, I wasn't gonna say all that.
In my opinion, you don't. If your PC is worse than a PlayStation 5, that is $500. Yeah, go ahead and upgrade that, please. Don't start complaining now. We are in the next generation. If those games are demanding as hell, upgrade.
But
stop with this bullshit about you gotta optimize it for my 980.
I would say out of all that though, I think we both agree Hellblade is the best.
Yes.
Thing.
Yes.
The coolest thing they had.
Absolutely.
The coolest thing they had.
All right.
But where I disagree with you is with Ara, bro. Nah, get that shit out of here.
I think the problem with
that shit out of here.
I think the problem with R was you have a game that, okay, maybe it's more PC centric, but this is called the Xbox Developers Direct. Why are you showing shit that's not coming to Xbox? That's that mixed message. You know what I'm saying? That's that mixed messaging. Like, I don't think there's a problem with R being there, because an RTS strategy game that even if it needs a keyboard, you can now use keyboard and mouse input on an Xbox. But why the fuck is it not coming to the console? Like, it's this mixed messaging of you talk about
Series S.
What about the Series S?
That's why it's not coming out for Xbox.
Well, yeah, and that could be true. But why show it there?
Developer thing for gaming. Like, I don't know if they're gonna do anything for Windows, so maybe
that's what they should call it. They should call it the Microsoft Gaming Developers Direct. It's like, stop with this mixed messaging of we're all in it for Xbox, but we're going to show you everything that they showed, right? Except for maybe the Square Enix game, I think is available on everything that Xbox is in charge of, including that game, is available on PC. Like, Tales might be on PC too, right? Isn't Tales coming to PC?
Who?
The Square Enix game that they showed, Tales of whatever the fuck.
You mean Visions of Mana?
Oh, where did I get Tales from? Yeah, Visions of Mana. Yeah, is that a PC game too? I think it is.
Let me look it up. Wait.
Yeah, if it is a PC,
PS5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series, and Microsoft Windows.
Okay, so it's a PC game. So everything there at the Xbox Developer Direct was available on PC. It's called the Xbox Developer Direct, and you're showing shit that's not available on Xbox. I get why. That was my point. That was my point from the beginning. Yeah, I'm not saying people aren't going to want to play it. I'm not saying that it's not going to help Xbox. My thing to Microsoft is, why do you keep stoking the flames here? Like, you're not being transparent with your consumer base. They're already shitting their diapers and pissing their trousers. Like, and a lot of it is fanboy hope. A lot of it is drummed up in their own head, but you're not making it any better. Like, have a nice sizzle reel or whatever of this game. have it on your website or have it on your YouTube channel, I don't think this is part of the direct. The direct would have been fine without it. That's my problem with Aura. Just real quick as I gloss over the games, Avowed is a fucking ripoff. We were shown like a trailer, a cinematic trailer that represents the game not at all. And I'm in the middle of Cold Blood and Lo-Fi to where, yes, the graphics this time look better than what it did the last time it was showed. But like Lo-Fi said, looks nothing like what we were sold. And that's dog shit. And everybody's talking about that. What game was that? They were like Spider-Man was a con or something like that. That's a fucking con job. Avowed. I mean, it might have some elements that are fun, that are cool, but when you look at games like Baldur's Gate and other games that where the dialogue really shows some consequential elements to it, why can't, if this game is coming out in a couple of months, why can't you show us, or coming out in the fall, why can't you show us, instead of just having a developer talk about it, show us what the hell happens when you select a certain conversational path? Show it to us. So Avowed is just a con job to me. Hellblade, that one was a kick in the teeth, because even though that's not my type of game, I'm not out here like, shout out to Crap Gamer. I'm not out here like Crap Gamer in 2020 talking about, fuck this game. It belongs in the toilet. I'll wipe my ass with it. 2021, yeah, I'm not looking for it. Good luck to you. Smells like dog shit. And then now in 2023, stop what you're doing. Stop the CPR. Hellblade is coming May 24th. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say that.
When they do these events, these games and the way they bring them to you should make you feel good inside about have bought their product.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like, do you feel special for having an Xbox after that?
And no. And I don't. And I think. And I think what these games represent is an official change of the guard. I think that what we're going to start seeing is from the Xbox studios in Bethesda, we're going to start seeing games that are simply meant to come out and keep Game Pass honest with content. Not necessarily make the best blockbuster game. They will use licenses and partnerships like Indiana Jones to get people excited, but don't pretend that every single high class partnership or IP results in a AAA game. There's games out there that are like AA or isometric games that have world renowned, you know, what's it called to them? You know what I'm saying? Mobile games and shit. So let's not act like that just because it's Indiana Jones associated to it. I think we all just assumed because it was Machine Games, they're a AAA developer, this is a big IP that could be on the level of an Uncharted, we're getting a AAA genre-defining title. And we weren't. And I think that just tells us that Microsoft now on is going to use AAA genre-defining talent to just whip out more AA games. That's it. So that's why I think the movement was janky and plasticky, like Lo-Fi said, and what me and Cold Blood was saying yesterday. I think the reason why it looks so PlayStation 4-ish or PlayStation 3-ish is because Todd Howard, who I will argue now is bankrupt as far as innovation is concerned, said, look, we're going to get Indiana Jones. We're going to slap it on a Wolfenstein template. We ain't got to do all this fucking polish, man. Let's just get it to work, get it to look decent. We're going to do all of our magic in the cutscenes. I'm going to have a funky, fresh story to tell. It's going to be badass in the cutscenes. And then we're good. We're good. It's going to fill up Game Pass. We're good. We're done. Hellblade. Why the fuck are you now absorbed by the richest company in the world to having Hellblade 1.5? Like we thought, and I could have sworn it was conversation that the second Hellblade was going to be, they were going to pump resources into this and Hellblade was going to be more expanded. No, No. So that's what Microsoft is doing. They are just making a slew of AA experiences. They're using AAA talent to do so because they feel like that AAA talent can whip out more AA games. And it's a shame to me, and it was a kick in the teeth to me, even though I don't like Hellblade, because at least that shows me that there's somebody else in the field trying to whip out granular AAA genre-defining experiences. They're taking those risks to give us the best games possible, and Xbox doesn't want to do that anymore, period. So,
you know, that's exactly what it looks like to me. It looks like AAA people working on AA games.
Exactly.
That's what the games look like.
That's what Matt Booty told you.
Yeah, he did say that, and we just didn't want to believe it.
I did,
but it's like I was saying to Cold Blood yesterday, Lo-Fi. Say, for instance, the three of us have a restaurant, right? And all of us are like 5-star chefs. And we're looking at all the other 5-star restaurants that we got to compete with. And we're looking like, damn, we don't have that fucking money, man. We don't have the money to get to sirloin, the top of the brass sirloin steak and the best shrimp. But we look across the street and we look at all the Arby's and fucking McDonald's and we're like, oh man, we can make that and we can make better versions of that, right? With our talents, we can do that and make a whole bunch of money doing that instead of trying to break our necks to do what we really, was originally planning to do. Our talents are up there, but if we bring them down a little bit and just mass produce something better that's at this mid-tier level, that's what we'll specialize in. That's what Microsoft has reduced its gaming studios to. So, I mean, if you like just playing a whole bunch of games and not really are bothered by not being suited by top-notch quality, then your service. But if you're like us, that's like, oh man, I mean, I like playing this and that. Every game doesn't have to be a 90 Metacritic or above, but damn, I am anticipating that something comes down the pike that's really gonna fucking blow me away. Those days are over with Microsoft. Or if you do get them out of Activision Blizzard, it's gonna belong to the streets. It's gonna be everywhere because they're no longer going to spend hundreds of millions of dollars to put that type of content on Xbox only. So if you're an Xbox console owner and you're looking for that content only to be there, then your ass out. Those are my thoughts. That's my quick wrap up of the of the direct. Let's focus on Indiana Jones a little bit. We'll start with Cold Blood again. Cold Blood. Indiana Jones got a lot of praise based on the pedigree of Machine Games and what was shown. Do you think the praise was worth it? Like, people are out there saying Indiana Jones looks incredible. Do you agree with them? Why or why not?
Oh, I don't agree at all. We gave Machine Games too much credit. Way too much. I was really thinking they get out of their ass and bring us a third-person shooter.
Yeah.
What we got is Wolfenstein with a fucking whip.
Whippenstein.
Even the fucking graphics are fucking Wolfenstein, if not even worse at some points.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, anybody that says this game looks fucking amazing, it's capping, bro. They're capping because they cannot cope with the fact that game looks nothing like what the fuck they were expecting it to look.
Yeah.
And all this bullshit about, but if they made it third person, they would complain about it being Uncharted. Like Uncharted a copy. That's fanboy bullshit.
Yeah.
That's absolute fanboy bullshit. Nobody would have said that. Mm-hmm. It would make only sense to make Indiana Jones third person. So you see that motherfucker.
Yep.
I mean, what the fuck you made him for? Just for the cutscenes?
When he slides down the road with his whip. Yeah.
Make a fucking movie about him then.
Yeah.
What the hell? Yeah.
Lo-Fi, what are your thoughts? People are praising it.
Oh, wait. I got one more.
Uh-huh.
And stop overusing Troy Baker as a voice actor, please.
And Troy Baker, that's Nathan Drake's voice actor, right?
I'm getting tired that everybody is Troy Baker at this point. Fucking the GTA main character is probably Troy Baker now. Nathan Drake.
He's voicing the guy and the girl, right?
Indiana Jones. Yeah. This is Troy Baker. Who else? And you can just give him all the money, and he's gonna do everybody the main character, right?
Damn. Cold blood dropping bombs on everybody.
Yeah, exactly. I'm serious. I love Troy Baker, but come on, bro. He doesn't have to be in every fucking game.
Yeah, nah, I'm with you.
Yeah, right. He's also Joel in Last of Us.
Yeah. What do you say the next time you hear Troy Baker's voice on a character? What you gonna say this?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. That too, yeah. No,
Give me 1 second.
Oh, goodness.
No, if he's not the main character, but some side character, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But always being the main character, isn't that kind of tiring even for him?
Yeah. No.
Okay, probably not, because he gets a lot of fucking money to do it.
Paul Gay forever said next Lord Croft will be Troy Baker. I like Troy Baker.
I mean, yeah, if Lara Croft becomes a trans or something, sure. Troy can voice her too.
I like Troy Baker, but yeah, it's time to. Well, I think this is what I'm saying, dude, about Todd Howard. Todd Howard went and got Troy Baker. Then he got the black guy that voiced Venom, right? So he got all the tropian characters that he could. That's gonna get people excited in the cutscenes and shit like that. I think that's why I said I think that Todd Howard is.
No, wait. You know what? I'm gonna be very fair to Indiana Jones. Mm-hmm. Fans gonna love it.
Oh yeah. No. I'm not saying that everything about the game's let me rephrase it this way. The game's presentation, the cutscenes and the acting and how the shit looks directed, I think that shit is great. But then that goes back to but if that was all that was needed, it's like what you said. Let Todd Howard direct a fucking movie. I'm looking for a top-notch game, dude. I don't want to see, like you said, Indiana Jones' body swaying back and forth like a character built on a Unity game. That shit looked pathetic. It looked plasticky, and it looked bad. And Machine Games, like they had a certain art style with Wolfenstein that was over-exaggerated in points, but they're good-ass developers, and they know how to make shit look good. That didn't look good at all, especially if the game is slotted to come out this year. It don't look good. And I'm sorry.
I don't know, man. It's like, it's kind of like, I get they need to make their money on their IP and all this stuff, cash in on that, but I don't know.
Let me throw this at you.
Indiana Jones fan, I guess.
Let me throw this at you, Lo-Fi, because me and Cold Blood talked about this, but I want to get your thoughts. And maybe you disagree. That's fine. Which, it's all about diversity of thought here. Now, I used to cap for Bethesda hard before I capped for Ubisoft. Ubisoft is my favorite developer, but I'm not. But I'm transparent enough to say they ain't doing everything that they need to do. You know what I mean? All the time. But before Ubisoft took that crown from me, it was Bethesda. And I was looking back at the games and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I was sitting there riding Bethesda like that. It was really based off of 2 games, Fallout 3 and Skyrim. Like when I look back at it, I didn't like New Vegas. I didn't like Fallout 4. Fallout 76 was okay. It's not that I really like Fallout 76. I just thought it was being piled on too much. It was an okay game, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't the greatest game ever. The quality of life was bad. And then Starfield comes out. I don't like Starfield. So I really thought about it. I was like, this dude, Todd Howard, has not really innovated in video games, because all he's done is taken his former iterations of his successful games and just expanded them, maybe up the polygons a little bit. He hasn't made any groundbreaking, innovative experiences since 2009. Isn't that when Skyrim came out? When did Skyrim come out? Or 2011?
Yeah. Well, so I mean, I don't expect this to be groundbreaking either, to be honest.
Yeah. But my thoughts are, is this dude just now in a mode where he takes ideas and instead of coming up with something unique, he says, if he's just merging stuff, if we merge this with that, you know what I'm saying? He's like trying to, what are your thoughts on that?
Consolidating the tools they already have.
Exactly. I can see that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Todd Howard is not even the director of this game.
He is. He's isn't he?
No. Jerk Gustafsson.
Exactly.
I think Todd Howard is just a creative. What do you call them? Those that saying something, some ideas or some bullshit. You know?
I think with
giving them a device.
I think with some game design, some core game design choices, that other guy might be doing it. But specifically in that presentation.
Sorry. No. He's the executive producer.
Okay. And the producer, the executive producer sets the tone. Remember, that's why Connie Bonner, or what's her name? Connie Bonnet, whatever the hell her name. That's why it's the end of PlayStation, because but the executive producer sets the tone at the beginning and says, this is what I'm looking for. All right, let's see you put it together. And then as you're going through and doing your different ideas, they're the ones that have the final approval of what gets out, what makes the final product. Opposite of, a Phil Spencer or Matt Booty or in the case of God of War, Yoshida, you know what I'm saying? But he said in that direct, Todd Howard said, I had an idea for Machine Games to do, what's it called? So I think all that is from him. All that, the perspective and shit like that. It just looks stiff. And my thing is, and then I'm gonna shut up and turn it back over to you guys and we can move on to the next subject. My thing is that even if the game looked better, I just don't think that first person was the best thing to do in an Indiana Jones game. I mean, I could be wrong, but because Indiana Jones is like a granular adventure. First person view is more or less like an ISO view of some type of strategic action. I don't think Indiana Jones and think closed circuit strategy. I think Indiana Jones and I think whip it over here and I shot this motherfucker over here 50 feet away, like the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't like, I can understand Avowed being a first person. But as much as PlayStation gets a torn rip into them for having third person over the shoulder perspective, it seems like Xbox can't get out of the first person perspective to save their life outside of Gears of War. So I just think that's something that needs to be brought up and thought about. But that's my 2 cents.
It got Hellblade now.
Well, yeah, in Hellblade, yeah. That is true. That is true, to be fair. My last question is, we'll start with Lo-Fi with this one, because this is we talk about the console war. And again, we don't talk about the console wars from the fanboys perspective. We're looking at all these platforms that are competing with each other. And we say, okay, who is creating the better product for the gaming consumer? That is console war in the rawest definition, not what it's been transformed into. So in this battle between PlayStation and Xbox, when you look at who's trying to capture the mind share of gamers, how good is this lineup that we were shown for Xbox Lo-Fi versus what we already know is coming out for PlayStation?
Lo-Fi is not here.
Oh, he's not here? Oh, shit. Oh, okay. What do you think? What do you think, Xbox? I almost called you Xbox. What do you think, Cold Blood? We were talking about this yesterday, and you brought up some interesting points. But what do you think about, like you were saying, how the ponies might be looking at this and they might be saying, this sucks, whatever. But you had a message for them yesterday. So what are your thoughts on this lineup from Xbox versus what PlayStation's offering?
Very simple. You got nothing this year besides your third-party deals and second-party deals. You got nothing else.
Yeah.
You got not a single real AAA game from Sony themselves. Not a single one this year. So why are you celebrating right now? At least wait till they show something. Right now, I'm not really celebrating that they had a shit show.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. I mean, yeah, sure, I'm laughing at the memes and everything, yeah. But deep inside, I think I'm being robbed. Because I pay for Game Pass. And I'm being robbed. I get games that are exactly what the fuck Game Pass games should be. I don't like it. I was hoping really that they finally get something nice. Oh,
yeah.
And we didn't get it really, but still, they got games. They got games. Yeah, you cannot say Xbox has no games no more. What you can now say is Xbox has very shit games. Yeah. Yes. But Xbox has no games is no more, in my opinion. That is over with.
Yeah.
They got them, but those are 69 Metacritic games, probably.
Yeah.
Most of them.
And I think Xbox gamers, the diehards, they're chasing their own tail with that. That's like when we say, or when people say Xbox has no games, they're taking the comment literally. Like, we're not saying that Xbox doesn't have a volume of games in their catalog. They got a whole bunch of IPs, even before their most recent studio splurge. We're saying when somebody says has no games, they mean Xbox has no games that we care about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand the full context. And just because you buy a shit, like, if me and Cold Blood are out shopping somewhere, and Cold Blood is like, look, I don't shop at thrift stores because they don't have nothing. Thrift stores don't have nothing, you know. And I'm like, yeah, they got a whole bunch of stuff, and I go buy a whole bunch of shit at a secondhand or thrift store or a store with used items, and I bring a whole big ass garbage bag to Cold Blood, and I'm like, see, the thrift store has a whole bunch of shit. Cold Blood is gonna look at me like I'm fucking eating lead chips, and he's gonna say, Maz, no. I'm not saying they don't have stuff. Of course they have stuff. They're open. They're selling shit. I'm saying they don't have anything that I want. All right? Context means everything. You're not brain dead? But to my Xbox friends, it's not about them having a whole bunch of games. It's about them having games that people want to play. And I don't know. I mean, Indiana Jones, I think this is Starfield 2.0, where people get all hyped up for it because there has been a sizzle reel that looks good. But for those of us that can look at the core gameplay mechanics that were shown, and we can look past the cutscenes, we're looking at that and we're like, that game, the gameplay looks shit. Not the cutscenes. When we get to the cutscenes, we're mixed in, but we're looking at the actual gameplay. The gameplay looks dog poop right now. You know what I mean? So, just my thoughts.
Paul Games said, I don't think Sony's worried about these games as
well remodeled. Yeah. And that, and
wait. Listen, Paul Games. I don't give a fuck what Sony thinks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit if they don't feel threatened by Xbox or something.
Mm-hmm.
I want games from them. The actual good shit,
mm-hmm.
the bangers, the 90 plus Metacritics. That's what I want from them, and we're getting less and less every year. At least that's my feeling. So no, it shouldn't be always about Xbox.
Yeah,
when we criticize PlayStation, it should not be, but look at Xbox. No. That is not how this works, bro. It should work like, you see a problem with your platform, you tell it how it is.
Exactly.
You don't do this whataboutism.
Mm-hmm.
That is what fanboys do.
I agree. Yeah, I don't. We don't need to constantly compare to Xbox, because Xbox is the lowest. I said this to Porter Rock last gen, because there was something I was talking about, and I even said last gen. I said the console war is over. I was like, as an Xbot myself, I give up. It's fucking over. Like I'm packing up my shit. Like I'm like Huckleberry Finn. I'm tying my shit, my belongings in a cloth and tying it to a stick, and I'm walking down the road like Huckleberry Finn and trying to find somewhere else to be in. And so we were talking about something with PlayStation, and PlayStation had fucked something up. I can't remember what it was last gen. And Porter Rock has said to me on Twitter, he said, well, yeah, you're sitting there talking about PlayStation, but Xbox. And I said, dude, y'all can't make that argument anymore. Like, Xbox is fucking, they're done, man. They're done. You can't judge by the lowest common denominator anymore. Like, PlayStation, they got the throne this gen. It's a wrap. Like, they got to step up. The fuck they doing? So, yeah, the same thing. I think we're in the same place a lot earlier this gen. I just wanted to see more fight out of Microsoft for the sake of us getting better games from more than just one source or two sources. If you look at Nintendo Switch, but that's not going to happen. So,
Moss, look, the console war was over when they decided to launch a fucking console without any fucking games.
Yeah.
That's when the console war was over. Because what the fuck do you expect? Of course, people gonna buy a fucking PlayStation. They're gonna see, they have nothing coming out for that shit. But back compatibility, wow. I don't need that. For what?
Yeah.
Everybody went with PlayStation. These fucking hardcore Xbots bought this console and had to sit there for a whole year just to get Halo Craig fitted.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. Nah.
Yeah.
Hell nah. I'd be so pissed if I got an Xbox.
Yeah.
I'd be livid right now.
Oh.
The shit they getting. It shouldn't be allowed when you pay for a $500 console. It's a fucking scam at that point.
I think the problem is Cold Blood, though, that a lot of these Xbox gamers now they're willing to subject themselves to this pain because they're just wishing on a star that Xbox can do something just so PlayStation can get some pain. That's what it's. I don't think it's about. It's less about praising Xbox than it is hurting PlayStation. That's what it's about to them. Anything that hurts PlayStation is. Look at like earlier this week, dude. And it was so many topics because we didn't have a show last week that we could have, but we didn't. We don't have the time. Look at earlier this week. You had diehard Xbox people making videos talking about the PlayStation 5 Pro is not a worthy enough mid-gen refresh. The Nintendo Switch is. Like they're making videos. They can't praise Xbox on that level anymore. So they're switching to talk about the Switch, which proves it's not so much about Xbox, but it's about hurting PlayStation. I guarantee you, let's just say if the Dreamcast was still out and Xbox happened to be out, and let's just say that the Dreamcast was out there was competing with PlayStation. Believe you me, those motherfuckers would abandon Xbox so fast. They're only with Xbox. They don't like it anymore. They don't even play the games. They just want to hurt PlayStation. And that's why it's you can call it a con job, but if you're willing to be taken advantage of, is it really you being taken advantage of at that point?
They took advantage of those motherfuckers for damn sure.
I mean, so. But with that said, Paul Gabe says if MS had hit out the park, Sony would need to worry and do better. And he said, I don't think my comment screamed whataboutism. I think that Cold Blood was just addressing in general, like just a warning shot across the bow, like PlayStation gamers don't get too comfortable. And that wasn't an attack on Paul Gabe. No, it wasn't. Exactly. Yeah, it was just saying it was just a continuation of our conversation from yesterday, Paul. I don't know if you got a chance to see it, but Cold Blood's he's always very cautious when it comes to that. He's like, hold on, just because Microsoft is dog shit, that don't mean that PlayStation automatically wins by default. No, like he's like, they got their job to do too. So I think that it wasn't an attack on you. It was just that whole subject matter that was part of the comment was just a catalyst to focus on that, like how we were talking about it yesterday. So if that makes sense. But okay. Well, sorry guys, I guess Lo-Fi had to hop out, but we appreciate his time being here with us. Let's go on to the next subject. But yeah, those are our thoughts. That's being Cold Blood's thoughts, and Lo-Fi put his information out there, which, normally Lo-Fi has a more positive perspective on the Xbox output. Even he's like, I don't know about this.
Can I impersonate him for a second?
Sure.
I think Aura is better than everything on PlayStation that is coming out this year.
Lo-Fi, you disclaimer, you gotta get him. Get his ass. Get him. But you know what? I had heard, I was listening to somebody yesterday. It ain't no. I was listening to Mooch's show yesterday, and I think it was a pretty good show. Porter Rock was on there. And so when I saw that Porter Rock was on there, I was like, okay, let me check this out. And there was a point being made that, Aura is one of the panelists was like, well, I like that type of stuff. And, I'm really looking forward to it. I like those type of games. I guess this is from the Civ creators or whatever. But like Porter Rock had said, just like I was thinking too, like you said yesterday, it doesn't matter. This is called the Xbox Developers Direct. Why is this game not here and it's not accessible to the Xbox gamers? And there's no excuse, because the reason why Lo-Fi defended that game is because when we were fans of Google Stadia gave you access to shit like that. Xbox can do the same thing. They already have. So shame on them. But with that said, let's move on to the next topic. Great discussion. The next topic is NPD 2023. More Xbox hate, right? So let's do this. Let's go put this up here. And we will go here. Hold on, let me go to the web. Okay. So this is shout out to Game Dev Reports. I've never seen this site before, but they are the shit. And they take the monthly Sakana, that formerly was NPD reports, and they break it down and give a nice little synopsis and stuff of it. So this is literally the breakdown of the NPD summary for 2023. And if you guys don't know what the NPD summary is, that is a summary of the sales and the gaming business activity in North America. As you should all know, when it comes to consoles, North America is the #1 region for gaming. So where you have a situation like Xbox, who maybe can't compete globally, if they can get a sizable lead in the US, they can do enough to muster a lead worldwide, even though they're getting their ass kicked worldwide. And just PlayStation just has far-reaching roots across the world. But if they can get a big enough gap or a big enough lead in the US, that's enough to give them a lead overall. That's how big the US is compared to everybody else when it comes to console gaming. That being said, the American gaming market, as of December 2023 per Circana, grew by 4% and reached 7.9 billion compared to December 2022. The total volume of the American gaming market in 2023 amounted to 57.2 billion, which is 1% more than 2022. That's 2% less than what Circana had surmised. They surmised a 3% gain. So, you know, things were kind of flat this year as far as purchases. Why? Because PlayStation had to carry the load for the low sales of, surprisingly, the Switch. The significantly lower, I won't say low, but the significantly lower sales in the Switch, and even more egregiously the low sales of the Xbox Series consoles. With that said, in December, the Xbox Series S and X had a sales record in the US. It sold the most in December, which was previously held by what it sold in 2021. So it was the most that it sold in December in 2 years. The PlayStation 5, however, was the best-selling console in 2023 in terms of both number of systems sold and revenue. And I do want to show one more thing. I meant to put this link up here. Let me see here if I can find it, because it was in our DM, Cold Blood. If I can find it. Jeez,
8 viewers. Oh my.
What'd you say?
When did we had 8 viewers live?
Oh, I didn't realize that either. Cool, great stuff. Here we go. We're gonna put that on the screen. This is a just a snippet of our sales in the U.S. market, of the sales in the U.S. and UK and Europe sales for 9th gen systems, starting for 2023, and in January through December, except for in May, PlayStation has dominated. There has not been a peep out of Xbox competitively. People may hear that and they may say, oh, that's that fanboy stuff in M2K. It doesn't matter because Xbox is cloud and PC. Well, the cloud in the PC activity does not fill in the gap for what PlayStation is doing to the console. And we cannot be ignorant to this fact. Console is still Xbox's #1 business. If they were down 3-1 to PlayStation like they are now, when you look at the 2023 data, but they were making up a significant chunk in PC and cloud, I would sit there and say, okay, they have a more diverse portfolio as far as their business activity is concerned. No. They are getting their ass whooped in console. They've seen some nominal gains in PC, but it still ain't enough. So with that said, it's question time. Let me ask you, Cold Blood. Even though Xbox put out way more first-party exclusives, we just talked about that. Remember, people were out there on social media saying, "You can't say Xbox don't have any more games. We got more first-party exclusives." And they, as far as volume is concerned, they surely outputted PlayStation last year in first-party exclusives that they released. Despite that, PlayStation is dominating. Like I said, in 2023. They dominated 3-1, and we talked about this in another show. In some regions, they dominate 20-1. Why? Why is this happening, Cold Blood? Uh-oh. No, I was saying, why are they, even though, because the argument on social media is, look, Xbox and PlayStation ain't got no games. They're not putting out first-party exclusives.
I just told you why. Did you hear that?
No, I couldn't hear it. No, you were breaking up.
I said Redfall. that should put a stop to any fucking Xbox console sold. I mean, holy shit, bro. that was just terrible.
Yeah.
They put it out in May, and since then the whole hype for all these Bethesda games went away.
Yeah.
Because when we saw the trailer for Redfall and said it looks like dog shit,
oh man,
it came true.
Yeah.
And then when we saw the trailers for Starfield and said it looks like fucking dog shit, came true.
Yeah.
So most of the people weren't even hyped to get a fucking Xbox.
Yeah. No, that's true. Damn. He said.
I mean, do you have a reason to get an Xbox? I mean, last year.
No, I haven't had. This has been the first time, Cold Blood, this generation that I have not had an. It was like I didn't have an Xbox in my house, and this may sound wonky and cheesy as fuck, but it was like a tearjerker moment because Xbox, bruh, I've had so many Xboxes. I had like in a drawer, I had like 4 of them. You know what I'm saying? I had so many Xboxes all throughout my house from the time that me and my brother were roommates. And then when he moved down south in North Carolina, and I would have extra Xboxes just lying around the house to like, dude, if you want to play Xbox in our lounge or play Xbox in our spare room, or if you want to play it in the living room, I had Xboxes all over the place. Like Xbox has always been synonymous with me wherever I went, no matter where I was at, since 2002. And so when you go from 2002 to 2019, that's 17 fucking years. So for the first time in 17 years, dude, I did not have a current gen Xbox in my house. I have a last gen Xbox because I do game testing as well. So when and then when there's like a certain game that I can only test on Xbox, if it's available on Xbox One, I'll go, sign up to do that. But yeah, it's been the first time in 17 years, bro, that I did not have a current gen Xbox in my house, and I don't need to. And it's not because I can access Xbox anywhere. I don't need to because I just don't care about the content. So I'm not compelled.
Was Ron Slasher always export?
I don't know what this is. I think he's trying to bait me. He says PC continues to outsell consoles, and he says Microsoft and Nintendo are not in the console war anymore. Sony's competing with itself. If you enjoy remasters and remakes and baby steps, then PlayStation 5 is for you. I think Ron Slusher is trying to bait because unless he's been indoctrinated You know what I'm saying? The kid Smooth gave him some of the Kool-Aid or whatever. In response to that, don't put Nintendo and Microsoft in the same sentence. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put Nintendo and Microsoft in the same sentence. Why do I say that? Look at your chart. Look at that chart that I have on the screen. Like, even though, like, the Switch not really dominating doesn't really matter. They started the 9th generation, I think 2 or 3 years ahead of PlayStation, and people are gearing up for the next Switch 2. The rumors are mounting, they're getting ready, but the Switch, their games are all over NPD. We're talking about NPD. Let me just show you. The Switch, oh, holy cow, what the hell? What? Okay. The Switch is all over NPD, dude. Like, Nintendo is all over NPD, bro, with its top games. Xbox is nowhere. So you know how you guys say, oh, it's the console war don't matter because Microsoft is doing this on PC. How come their games aren't up here? How come
they are?
Starfield and Minecraft.
No. There's more.
Which ones?
Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're talking about multiplats. We're talking about. I'm talking about. I'm talking about the content they curate for their number one business, which is their console business. We're not talking about the stuff that's out there for the streets. It doesn't matter if there's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to get...
By Ron's logic, why is Nintendo putting their stuff on PC and PlayStation?
Thank you. PlayStation says, we don't need to put our stuff anywhere else. We'll tantalize PC, but we don't care about it all like that because we're not putting it day and date. Nintendo don't even flirt with it at all because the power of those ecosystems are within their closed settings. Microsoft has to put their stuff everywhere.
And next, remasters and remakes are bad? Oh boy, don't talk about Nintendo then.
Yeah.
They've been releasing a lot of fucking remasters.
Yeah.
They might not get much attention because nobody cares about those.
Yeah, I
but
think Ron
still,
is trolling. Ron is trolling. He ain't no. He's not.
I'm coming from a logical perspective. I mean, yeah, sure, it's probably bait. Yeah.
But yeah, it's.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah, you're back. Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey. Okay, sorry.
No, sorry, man. That's sorry. You know, Cold Blood. Me and Cold Blood was just being
Ron,
grumpy.
can you read the chart right, please, before you say something like that?
Oh my God, Ron. You know what? Don't do this with Ron because I know Ron knows better. He likes baiting on the show because he did it to me a couple of shows ago. He likes
Ron,
baiting on the show.
It's not looking any different in Europe.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
Ron, look at this. Ron is baiting. Ron, stop it. Look at this chart. Look at what that says, Ron. UK, US, and Europe sales, Gen 9 system sales per month in 2023. You see that, brother? Thank you. All right. So anyway,
to your point of PC is outselling consoles. Mm-hmm. Sure they are, because there's workstations, there's service tablets.
Exactly.
There's fucking Rock Allies, Steam Decks, and all the other bullshit that they bring out. You can't compare that, bro.
But yeah, that's like
why not compare then how many 4080 PCs are out there and higher?
Thank you. Yes. Bruh, you can't just use PC sales because the general PC audience is not flocking to Xbox. If they would, Xbox, this wouldn't be a subject. This wouldn't be a subject. The games, the percentage of the PC players that even have the hardware to play these Xbox games is less than 5%. And that 5% is not flocking to Xbox.
Paul Game was right. Yeah, a lot of these fucking PCs have intro graphics in them.
Yeah, integrated. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they can play everything at extra small medium, you know, and ultra low settings. Yeah, but he's trolling. He's trolling. Ron did that to us last time, but yeah,
he can come up here and defend his point if he.
Yeah, if he wants to. Yeah, Ron, if you want to come on the show,
if he wants to.
He's on. You got access to the Discord. Come on, brother. Come on down. Let me see. We got the Price is Right soundbar. Come on down to the Price is Right. Nah, we don't have it. Come on down, brother.
Or Paul Game. I don't care.
Yeah,
you can come up here.
Yep. Come on down. But yeah, man, we to get back to the excuse me, here goes our Price is Right sound. Ron Slusher, yeah, just come on so we can sit there and give you that all day. No, we're just joking. But yeah, Cold Blood, and then I'll go to I'll finish off with you, Cold Blood, and then we'll go to Lo-Fi. Help me understand, Cold Blood, because remember, what we hear in these debates is, look, Xbox has way more first-party exclusives than PlayStation. And then to Ron's argument, which I know he's trolling, Xbox is on PC, is on the cloud. They're in way more places day and date. So what's going on? What's the problem? There's over 1 billion Steam accounts out there. So, I know you answered it, but why isn't this helping Microsoft at all?
But what is helping them?
Being on the cloud and PC.
It's not. I mean, at least not the cloud part. The cloud part does not help them at all. Most of these fucking bots even admit that they only use that feature maybe to test out games. But really play them, most of them say it's horrible. It's not feasible to play them for a long period of time.
Yep.
Because it's a fucking mess. It's lagging. All these desync issues. That doesn't help Xbox at all.
Yeah.
Unless they're gonna make it so that you have GeForce Now, maybe. Then we can talk about it again. That Xbox becomes GeForce Now.
Yeah. They'd have to get a better service. Yeah.
PC is probably carrying their ass right now.
It is for Game Pass.
For Game Pass, yeah.
Yeah, for Game
probably
Pass.
Carrying their ass.
Yeah, it is. But it's still not enough. And Ron is, which again, I know he's trolling, but he says PlayStation gamers are feeding Microsoft employees. No, this is what you guys don't understand. PlayStation gamers that are buying Microsoft games on the PlayStation console, they're feeding Microsoft gaming, but as we saw from the showcase, it's not going to equate to better games for Xbox's ecosystem. We got to make the differentiation between Microsoft gaming and Xbox ecosystem. Microsoft gaming is for the streets. You know what I'm saying? They're looking to put their stuff everywhere. They're not taking that money and saying, okay, we are creating great content for those that want to buy into our ecosystem. They're not saying that. Unless you look at Game Pass and say, hold on, we get a good bargain because the games go on the Game Pass, and that's fine. But as we're going to talk about in the final subject matter, subscription models are not catching fire anymore. They're starting to flatline. So again, you're making all these niche arguments, Ron, that are not viable to the future of Xbox. The only thing that's viable to the future of Xbox is them doing third-party activity as they're moving forward with, and they don't care what their fan base is saying.
Ron, you probably came late to the stream because we already talked about the remake station.
Mm-hmm.
And that what the fuck they're doing right now is not enough.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about it, bro. You came late.
I mean, even with that, if you talk about remake station, say you go to a restaurant, they only got 5 things on the menu, and at McDonald's they got like 30, Golden Corral has like 30 things on the menu, a buffet place, but it all smells like cauliflower and old cat shit. I mean, you what you gonna say, Ron? Oh, there's 30 items over there. I'm seeing rats shit in the cream corn, but I'm still gonna go over there and eat it because there's 30 of it. Or you gonna say, you know what? I would rather this place have a bigger selection, but I know that their food is up to par and it's high quality. I'm going over here. So that argument about the remake station, all that other stuff, it doesn't matter. Look at this chart. The reason why I left this chart up here is because we love you, Ron. We want you to get through your 5 stages of grief. We want you to land softly. Look at that chart. It says everything you need to know, brother. Everything that you need to know. That said, those are our thoughts. Let me hand it over to Lo-Fi. But before we do that, let's send Ron Slusher's troll off appropriately. Lo-Fi. Why do you think, in your opinion, why do you think that despite Xbox having way more first-party exclusives starting to hit a regular cadence, why do you think that, in your personal opinion, why PlayStation dominated so much in 2023?
Man, I really couldn't tell you. I know that they just always outpay. They always seem to be just ahead of them when it comes to the console. Like, it's just, I don't know what's going on with the Xbox, dude. They acquired all this stuff, and we're like, we have yet to see the fruits of any of that.
Yeah.
No, we do see it though.
Anything that's been good anyway.
No, we see it with Hellblade and Avowed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and it doesn't look good right now.
It's the it's their management of quality. I agree with that. It's their management of quality. I do want to address this one thing, because even though he's trolling, he's putting some nuggets out here that are easy to, it's like we're playing wiffle ball here, and he's giving us some stuff to really swat down. It's great. Ron Slusher says Game Pass is the best value in gaming. I will say it's the best bargain in gaming. Like, I'm a consistent, like everybody on this panel subscribes to Game Pass in some shape, form, or fashion. We all have it. We all enjoy it to a certain degree and at certain levels. I say that Game Pass is a great bargain, but when you look at what the average gamer wants, they don't want a buffet when it comes to games. They want 5-star quality cuts of meat and they want quality more than anything. And they just don't feel like that the games that are in Game Pass are of quality, period. And this is why. Here's what we got to understand. We only make up about us hardcore gamers, people that are listening to the show. We're not separated from reality. We understand how things work. The overwhelming majority of gamers will never know who an MM2K, Cold Blood Sensei, or Lo-Fi Monkeys. Y'all just won't. Because it's only us tip-top nerds and gamers that really get into the lore of gaming like we do. The majority of gamers, they want to hunker down in a couple of games a year. I've been telling y'all this for years. The Take-Two CEO just came out and reiterated what I've been telling y'all for years. They want to hunker down into 2 games a year, and at most during a generation, they'll have like 9 to 12 games in their entire library at any given time, right? Why is that? Because unlike music, unlike TV shows and movies, gaming is dynamic. What do I mean by that? when you go listen to a song, or you better yet, when you go watch Stranger Things and you watch episode 1 of season 4, episode 1 of season 4, no matter what TV you watch it on, how many times you watch it, it's always going to be the same. The script is going to be the same at such and such point in time during the episode. Everything is going to be the same. So after you see episode 1, season 4, you want to immediately jump to episode 2, episode 3, and you binge it, because once you've consumed it, you've already know what's going to happen. Gaming is different. Me, Cold Blood, and Lo-Fi, we can boot up the same Call of Duty every day in or day out, and get a different experience, even if we're playing the same levels. That's what makes gaming dynamic. So gamers on average, don't need to binge a whole bunch of games, nor do they have the desire to, because we can have dynamic, different, engrossing experiences with the same game, even on the same levels. That's why a subscription model just does not resonate with the average gamer. It's a value to you, Ron Slusher, and it's a value to those of us that subscribe to it, that really indulge in it, but it's not a value objectively, because in order for something to be a value, it has to be valuable. It's not valuable to the average gamer. It's valuable to us, but to the average gamer, it's not valuable. And that's why it's not moving the needle for Xbox. And I think we got to get out of our own way of understanding. The majority of gamers don't operate like us. That's why Xbox is trying to do something new. They're trying to make niche notions consumed by the average gamer. And in order for you to do that, you got to speak the average gamer's language, which is quality. That's what's missing in all this. They don't have the quality narrative. If they start making quality shit and putting quality shit in these subscription services, or putting them on PC day and date, then the narrative will start to change. But quality has to be job number one. Until that becomes the case, you're just giving us a bunch of talking points that you heard from Colt Eastwood. That's it. That's all it is. It's adding to Colt's super chat, but it's doing nothing for the average gamer, period. I'll shut up. Go ahead. Were you going to say something, Cold Blood?
Ron, what are you playing right now? I mean, he says Game Pass is the best value in gaming, so what are you playing right now?
What are you playing? Yeah. Let us know.
What kind of generalizing bullshit is that right now? Gamers will be gamers regardless of platform.
I love that.
What do you mean by that? I really want to know. I mean, it's better if he comes in this chat.
Yeah.
If he's that confident about Game Pass being the greatest shit ever, come up here and tell us why. I don't see it.
I love the notion that what I like is the ultimate way to game, and anybody else that doesn't like it, you guys are just inferior. That is just grasping at straws excuse. I know, just because I'm heavily focused on AAA genre defining games, I don't sit there and look down at other gamers because they don't. They just don't. Like Lo-Fi Monk, he has a big focus on indie games. That doesn't make me a better gamer than him. Not at all. He has a different focus. But when we're talking about a specific focus, let's talk about that focus. But whatever type of gamer you are, you're that's what you like. You like what you like, and that's fine. But just because, the notion gamers will be gamers, that means that just because you like Game Pass, you're now better than other gamers. No. It just means that you're in a niche group. This chart shows that you just happen to be in a niche group. There's nothing to be ashamed about, but you got to understand your surroundings and just know where you're at. And understand that gaming is not going to revolve around you, the niche thinker. You got to understand how to navigate around gaming. with the things that you like in a niche fashion. I do. I prefer to game on NVIDIA GeForce Now. I understand that that's only represents 1% of gaming at the moment. But I'm not ashamed that I like to game there. But I understand that it's not going to be easy for me to get the average gamer to associate the way that they game to what I'm doing. And I don't look down on them because of that. Do I feel like there's some things they may be missing out on that they're not, willing to indulge or at least try out? Sure. But they like what they like. So yeah, gamers.
He says remakes are not 5-star quality games.
Okay.
I had two games last year in my top 10 that were remakes: Star Ocean 2 and Resident Evil 4.
Yeah,
bro, both of those I would say are 5-star quality games. Yeah, I don't know what 5-star quality games you're playing on Game Pass, because I did not play a single one yet over there.
You asked him the question and he answered it. You didn't hear his answer? It was...
Yeah, exactly.
But with that said, Lo-Fi, did you have any comments on? Well, I think you answered it. If you had any more thoughts, you can elaborate on what's happening in North America and Xbox really having a hard time catching up there. Do you think that there's a silver lining somewhere else for them, or what are your thoughts altogether?
Like you said, they just gotta focus on the quality.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, I really don't. It's tough business as it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just if they could do that, they'll be fine. But I just think that. But see, when we talk about them not having the quality, then we got to say, well, if they ain't got the quality, then who's behind the lack of quality? It's the staff. Oh, well, who in the staff? What changes do we need to make in the staff? And that's a discussion that Xbox diehards and fans of the platform, they don't want to have. I'm not the most comfortable with Phil curating or determining what's quality. But now he's created a dynamic to where he's just overlooking the Windows business gaming, which, okay, is fine. I think that's doable. I think what needs to happen, though, is I don't know if Matt Booty is the right person to be looking over these studios. I just don't know that. But it's his business. He's the CEO. He got to figure it out. CEO of Windows Gaming. He got to figure out. Or Microsoft Games.
He said it already. He just has to bring them coffee and sugar. He just says, "Is something in your way?" No. Yeah. Okay. Continue your work. You're doing great.
Yeah. Oh boy. So no, interesting discussion. Thank you, Rod Slusher, for trolling us. We appreciate it, brother, as always. With that said, let's get on to our final topic, which is sub-services. I think this is a good way to close out. So the growth of subscription services. What the hell happened? The growth of subscription services for consoles and PC in the US almost came to a halt. In 2023, subscriptions accounted for just 10% of the total content spending. This is per Matt Piscatella, video game industry analyst and executive director at Circana. Does not believe that subscriptions. He doesn't believe, however, that subscriptions are cannibalizing game sales. With all that said, here goes my questions. I'll start with you, Cold Blood, and then we'll go to Lo-Fi. According to Matt Piscatella, subscription services have plateaued at that 10% of the overall market spending. Why do you think, despite what Ron is pointing out here, that it's a great value and the bargain and all of this stuff, why do you think gamers are preferring to buy their games and own a license over having a bunch of games in a subscription service? Why do you think that?
I guess because they're not that. They want to invest their time in one thing, I guess.
So you think they just value like the singular purchase opposed to just having a whole bunch of games at one time?
I mean, that's what it seems like. It's saying like they'd rather get a Minecraft and just like I could play Minecraft every day.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yep. Nope. Makes sense. Makes sense. Cold Blood. Why do you think that subscription services haven't caught fire as some analysts have hoped or thought they were?
Isn't it obvious? Those subscription services don't have the games that are actually desirable most of the time.
Yeah.
If they had every single game from every third-party publisher day one, sure, all of a sudden you would have only subscribers. You would not have a single idiot that wants to buy games at that point. But until that happens, it's never going to go any higher than those 10% probably.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe 15 at the max.
Mm-hmm.
With more consoles out, you know. But I mean, it's only for spastic gamers.
Yeah.
That want to play a lot of games in a very short amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I kind of feel being on Game Pass. Is like I'll install a game, try it, and I'm like either into it or I'm not. Uninstall it, go to the next one, and then I'll finally find one. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of into this, and I'll play it for a while.
Ron says Last of Us is boring to him, but that's just me. Yeah, nobody's gonna argue with you about your opinion on a game.
Yeah, that's how you feel. That's fine. I mean, as someone who used to be a bot and liked what Microsoft offered, when I thought, coming from the 360 generation, I look at how the games devolved in the Xbox One generation. Like they just weren't good. And then I looked at how the PlayStation games evolved. Like me and Cold Blood argue about this all the time. I still don't like Horizon Zero Dawn. I still don't like Uncharted 4. I thought those games were of a lesser quality. I feel like PlayStation started hitting its apex starting with God of War 2018. Like that game just set something off, and the quality notion, the AI, the game loop, everything, and they already had the graphics and the storytelling. I just think those final two parts started coming in those games. The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, freaking Marvel Spider-Man 2. Like they just started hitting it game after game after game after game, to where Microsoft just focused on volume of games, but none of them really had that magic sauce. And I think that the overwhelming majority, even of hardcore gamers, because those are the people that set the tones for your console. Like, it's like when you see the cool kid at school with the bomber jacket or whatever, you're like, oh, I want to get that. You know what I'm saying? Just because you see the cool kid wearing it. So when it comes to games, when we see the hardcore gamers sitting there flaunting the PlayStation games and playing them all the time, they're like, oh, that's the system we want to get, even though we're just going to be playing Call of Duty, the same freaking Call of Duty that's on Xbox, right? You're just playing that, but the cool kids have the PlayStation. Why do the cool kids have the PlayStation? Because of the exclusive content. That's what it boils down to. What Microsoft is trying to do is bypass that cool kid effect and go straight to you, the gamer, and say, we're going to give you a bunch of games. But they don't care. But the average gamer don't care about a bunch of games. You're not going to be able to bypass the quality narrative. You got to focus on that first. If you want to use the quality narrative to create a different business model, that's fine. But you cannot bypass the quality narrative. You never will be in gaming, because gaming is not about binging. It's not Netflix. It's not Apple Music. That only works for those mediums. These mediums, you gotta have a quality narrative that you're sticking to. So, yeah, you may not like The Last of Us. You may think it's boring. I think The Last of Us 2 is just phenomenal. And I am buying this remake because I haven't finished it. And I want to finish it. You know what I'm saying? I want to finish the PlayStation 5 version. And all I got to do is pay $10 upgrade. So... with that being said, y'all,
Ron,
okay.
Wait, I gotta kill him first. Unfortunately for you, Ron, you did not private your Xbox account.
Oh shit!
I did the fresh, bro. I did the fresh on him.
Oh!
So you're saying you enjoyed Hi-Fi Rush, huh? Enjoyed it enough just to get maybe the first boss done? I don't see you beating that game. Not even close.
Oh man, Ron, you fronting? You fraud!
You said high on life? Oh, I better see that game completed, bro.
Oh shit!
In Hi-Fi Rush, he only got 11 achievements. Definitely did not beat the game.
Hey, bro! Hey, Ron! Ron, you fraud out here, bro? Oh no! Oh hell no! Oh hell no! No, Ron, please. Oh no! Oh hell no, Ron! You ain't. Tell me you ain't fronting, man. No. Damn, bro. And Ron said, "I play a game not based on popularity of sales. I play what I like. That's all." Oh no, Ron. He says 25 million people like subsidized gaming. I guess.
High on life, bro. You got 6 achievements.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh shit.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, Ron.
You said you enjoyed it. But then you gotta add to it, I enjoyed it for an hour.
You're a spastic gamer, Ron. You're sitting there you're trying to talk about gamers will game, but you're spastic. That you gotta understand that you fit into a small minority. You're sitting there singing the praises of games that you hardly put the time and effort into. But yet you want to look down on other gamers that are completing these games, or at least putting a lot of hours into them. You see why we can appreciate what you like and how you interact with games, but it's really difficult to put you in a place where you can look down on other gamers. That's you got to understand that, right? Like, it's not about what you like; it's about taking what you like to beat down other gamers. That's kind of hard to understand, man. Oh man. Damn, Ron. Oh man.
What you should have said is you play games like Killer Instinct that are just mindlessly rematching people online. Because I would say you enjoyed it because you played 4 days of it.
Oh man.
You like fighting games. You should have said that. I would have believed you immediately from the achievements that I see here. But man, you don't like nothing else, really, bro.
Oh man, they got. I'm not gonna do this to Ron. I'm not gonna advertise this, but bruh, the game that you play, like I don't sit there in front. Like y'all know most of my time is in Division 2. I have games that I like, but those are the games that I'm playing. You know what I'm saying? Like when opposite of when I'm playing Division 2. Y'all know those games are Remnant 2, Cyberpunk 2077. Y'all saw me play a fair amount of Dead Island 2. I got to get back to that game. Atomic Heart. You know, those are the games that I'm putting the time into. You're just a spastic gamer. Nothing really holds your attention though, bro. Like there's nothing where there's more than 10% engagement
just
on.
So that you don't say I'm lying. I sent it to Moss on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that to you, bro, because I love you like kids I don't pay child support for. But you know what I'm saying? Like the only game out here, bro, that you got like over 10% engagement with is the fighters, like you said. But you out there capping.
If you said I'm a fighting nerd, bro, okay, nice. But why are you trying to cap for Game Pass, bro?
And this
it makes no sense to me at all. You got more time in Rogue Company than all these fucking Game Pass games together.
Combined, bro. And this is the problem that you got to see, Ron. What you've done today, and we're not trying to beat you down. We're trying to get you to see something. Which I love you, bro. But this is the root of Xbox's problem. So y'all go out here. And y'all fans of the platform go out here and say all this stuff, but when we look at your actual engagement, you're not engaging with these games in a fruitful way that really helps these developers. You do understand that the developers don't just get an upfront fee. They'll get a nominal upfront fee unless it's a big AAA game. But a lot of these indie games and stuff, they'll get like a nominal upfront fee. But what they get residual is based on your engagement. And y'all ain't engaging with these games, but y'all sitting there saying Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. And wanting to down other gamers, but y'all are doing Game Pass developers a disservice because y'all ain't really playing these games.
No,
y'all are just
they give them money for not even playing their fucking games.
Exactly. Y'all gotta play these games, man.
They're getting scammed out of their money how they play those games.
Yeah, they need to be making y'all pay for their games. Because y'all getting scammed out of their games because y'all ain't engaging with them. They're not getting any residual income. Now I get the Xbox games, that's different. But all the other games that are in Game Pass, just because you get to flip through them like a Rolodex, you're not doing the devs a service. That's why the devs are going more and more to PlayStation. There's nothing wrong with you saying.
Wait. Game Pass developers make money up front? Are you sure about that? Are we going there? Are we going there right now?
No, they don't.
Okay, then explain to me what happened to what was this game called? That Square Enix was the publisher.
Yeah, Outriders. What happened to Outriders, Ron?
Outsiders. Yeah. What happened to those developers? They did not get a single cent yet.
Thank you, bruh. All that stuff.
They won in Game Pass.
The publishers get an upfront nominal fee, and then there's different business models. But one of the more persistent business models, and I've talked to developers behind the scenes, particularly indie ones, there's an upfront nominal fee, but then in Game Pass, they have a model where they do exactly what Stadia was doing with Stadia Pro. They get additional fundage based upon you playing these games and how much time you're putting in these games. That's why we had the developers, the indie developers that came out and were talking about they weren't making money off of Game Pass too. You had some indie developers say, no, that's not the case, but they had a different structured deal. More indie developers were having the deal where a lot of they were getting a down payment up front, yes. In a lot of cases, the developers, even if they're indie, they don't see that down payment. Why? Because if they're indie and they got a publisher, the publisher is getting that. To really help out these developers that are in Game Pass, you got to play the games, bruh. You just flipping through them like a Rolodex. That's cool for you, but can you blame them if they want to go to PlayStation? See, you guys are the antithesis of what it takes to help a developer or a publisher in Game Pass. Hence why Game Pass, out of 300 million console gamers and the billions of people on PC, that's why they only are at 25 million. That's not a high number. So we're talking about like 1.8 out of 1.8 billion potential subscribers, they're only at 25 million. Because the valuable games aren't hitting Game Pass.
Didn't they say 33 now?
Yeah, well, 33 million, yeah. But still, they're only at 33 million after 1 point. Let's do the math. We got to close shop in a little bit. 33 from 33 million divided by that's not even 18%. I probably did that wrong. It's less than that. I think it's 1.8%. 33 million divided by that's 1.8%. It's only reaching the saturation of 1.8% of its potential subscriber base.
$3 million of what?
33 million. There's 33 million Game Pass subscribers.
Yes, but what is the number that is the potential?
Oh, the potential is 1.8 billion.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like 1.8 billion out of the 1.8 billion potential Game Pass subscribers, you're only at 33 million? And you want to look at that model and praise it over the PlayStation model, which is actually putting food on the tables of developers when y'all are scrolling through Game Pass like a Rolodex? And y'all not really helping out the developers. Some of the publishers might be doing well, but the developers aren't. Like Cold Blood just said, look at Outriders. Outriders is a prime example. I don't know what to tell you.
He can come with every single bot narrative there is.
Yeah, he can. He got Cold Eastwood on speed dial, man. It ain't working, bro. It ain't working. He got some of them kick smooth notes.
I got P-Rock on speed dial.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. We got that Thrash on speed dial. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He said, Paul G said, Ron played 5 minutes and said he enjoyed high five rush. Like literally, bro. Paul G, I'm going to sit here and tell you, yeah. 5 minutes wouldn't be too far off, yeah.
Read Ron's last message.
He said, MM2K still my guy. I love what you guys do, but I gotta be out. I'll catch you on the next one. Yeah, hey, bro. Hey, Cold Blood, let me know if he privated his. Let me know if he privated his gamer score, man. Hey, Ron, next time, hey, yo, I'm a blackmail you. Next time you come up in this chat with that cap, I'm gonna, hey, yo, let me show you, let me show you gamer scores, man. Oh
no,
man,
not yet, but probably is gonna happen soon.
Hey, Ron, you the homie though, bro. Just he came up here capping, man. That's what I'm saying. But that to me underscores the problem that Xbox is having. All y'all want to say all this stuff about how Game Pass is so great. Y'all are not playing the games for one, yourselves. Y'all ain't even playing the games. For two, the games that you do play, you're hardly playing them for one. And two, you're not showing them. Like At least the PlayStation games, like I'll take King Thrash for example. King Thrash will sit there and find every which way to talk stuff on Xbox, right? But then guess what King Thrash does? He boots up a game. He shows you why the PlayStation games are quote unquote great. Like the Xbox guys, y'all ain't out here playing these games and showing them. All y'all want to do is talk about PlayStation, and that's it. There's only one person that I ain't gonna name their names, but there's only like one Xbox person out here that I see playing the games. And I'm not talking about us within the cloud community like Ron or from the cloud community. I'm talking about the bigger content creators, the ones that people see. Y'all ain't out here playing them games. But y'all want to talk about how Xbox Game Pass is so much better. The PlayStation creators, they're talking about why their games are better and they're showing you why. That's why when you ask an Xbox person all the time, bro, show me that gamer score, they get fickle. They got to run. They got to run like Rod.
But we're not done yet. We have to do the fresh on Paul game too.
What'd you say?
We got to do the fresh on Paul game too.
Oh, Paul. Oh man, hold on. It's getting late, bro. Ain't it? We're going to spare Paul Gay. We're going to spare Paul G. We're going to spare him. Paul G was a captain today. But, yeah, I think we're going to have to.
Are you sure about that?
No, we're going to spare. We're going to save it for next. We're going to hold Paul G hostage in case he starts capping for Foam Stars. He come in here talking about Foam Stars is better than anything that's ever been out anywhere. We're going to have to whip it out on Paul G. Yeah, I mean. But I think, yeah, let's close up shop. Let's close up shop because I got to get it ready for work. We kind of went over our 2 hours. But with that said, let's start with Lo-Fi. Lo-Fi, brother, thank you for coming back in, man. I appreciate you for joining us this week. Let the good people know where they can find you at.
Oh, you can find me on YouTube at Lo-Fi Monk. That easy. That's where I'm at.
Cool. And once we get the channel up and running, full blast, you can find them here too. Cold Blood, I know this is your favorite part, Cold Blood. Where can the good people find you at?
Don't.
He said just don't.
Just find me on Twitter. You know my name by now.
And y'all know where y'all can find me at. Y'all can find me at on here on Geeks, and y'all can find me on Hard Knock Digital Culture on Twitch as well. Just it's HNDC Hub. That's where we, have the bigger discussions about AAA genre defining gaming. And you can also find me on YouTube at MM2K Gaming News and also at MM2K Gaming Streams. With that said, I got to get out of here. I can get ready for work tonight. And I got to shovel snow and do all this stuff before I get out of here too. But until next time, y'all have a wonderful gaming day. Thank y'all for joining us. And you can catch the VOD on MM2K Gaming News on Monday. Peace.